We're really excited. This school year we are rolling out an elementary integrated curriculum. It's the second year of voluntary implementation. We're moving from kindergarten into first grade. So we have 112 of our elementary schools are implementing this new elementary integrated curriculum.
Take a moment to read through the...
We have a top-notch group of instructional specialists and supervisors, former principals, former teachers, looking at a three-prong innovation: directly teaching thinking and academic success skills, integration of the contents, and the third being an online learning community for our teachers and eventually our parents and students.
We're working together with ESOL teachers, universal design specialists, people from a lot of different areas. We're trying to address and think about the whole child and really trying to make the curriculum accessible to all.
We're not doing away with any of the curriculum that's been so successful for our students. It's a challenging curriculum, and we know it's had a lot of good results for students. What we're trying to do is find out how we can have more students be successful in that curriculum. Being able to probe, the ability to break things apart, question the teacher rather than just answer questions, be fluent with a lot of ideas, be persistent when stuck with the problem. These are all really quantifiable skills, and we know that those are teachable.
The more children get an opportunity to discourse, the more critical thinking comes about, the more they get motivated to kind of, follow their path of thinking to the end. And if that means asking more questions of the teacher, getting a certain resource to sort of back up their hypothesis, then that's what we want.
And those skills are really the skills that kids will need to take their thinking to a new level, using higher order thinking skills to help themselves be ready for the 21st century.
And of course, kindergarten children, they're not going to know that that's what they're doing, but that's the beauty of the curriculum. It's set up for these children to really sort of think creatively, to think independently.
Say, I can do it.
I can do it.
Okay, you do it.
And if the end result is not the correct answer, that's okay, because it's in the learning, it's in that discourse, it's in that figuring out for themselves that is really what this new curriculum is all about.
We're looking at integrating really the comprehensive Montgomery County curriculum. Science, social studies, reading, writing, mathematics, things like physical education, arts, and music. But we're also integrating things like information literacy from the Media Center and health education as well.
To be able to take something that they've learned in PE and then make that connection into science, and then for the mathematics teacher to also use a similar resource is definitely very fun for kids. It's hands-on, and I'm excited and thrilled about a lot of the lessons that I'm seeing come through the different content areas and how they all relate to one another.
I have a painting up here. For this lesson, the social studies idea that we wanted the kids to understand was human-made resources versus natural resources. And we worked together to brainstorm some ideas and talk about what we see in the painting.
2 black horses.
Oh, 2 black horses. We want to be fluent with our ideas. That's a really fancy word. That means we want to come up with lots of ideas, as many as we can. Okay. And then what we ask the students to do is come up with some ideas of what they think might be under the part of the painting that we covered. Show me your ideas in your hands.
I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Wow, that's a lot of ideas. Now we're going to see the artist's ideas. Are you ready? I want you to close your eyes. The big exciting moment for the students is when we revealed the other side. 3!
Whoa!
We see houses and smoke and trains and people. What are they doing? Can you tell what they're doing?
Coffee tree farm.
I saw everybody doing some really excellent thinking today. We were coming up with quick, fluent ideas, and we thought a lot about what we've been learning in social studies. My number one priority for that lesson was for the students to walk away understanding the difference between natural resources and human-made resources. But within that big idea, I was able to have them look at a piece of art and talk and think about art. I was able to talk to them about a thinking skill and about fluency. And those kind of things are there to support that big content idea. This is a good example of the integrated curriculum.
And some of the feedback that I've gotten is that the children are asking a few more questions at home, asking some of those why questions, or, I learned about this in science today and how it makes the connection to mathematics. So, yeah, we're getting a lot of good positive feedback from our parent community.
We're really looking at how do we help students become better learners, because that's ultimately what's going to help them. Many of the things that make you successful in life in college cannot be put on a standardized test. And many of those things are the things like the thinking and academic success skills, critical thinking, creativity. Those are things that you can't measure on a standardized test, and those are the types of things that we're including in this.
There's an online software that you can go to that has all of your indicators, what we need to teach and things like that. Resources such as Word documents with pictures in it, PowerPoints that teach certain subjects and skills.
So the teachers don't have to go and reinvent the wheel every day or every week. There's a recommended path for the teachers to go down.
These are really good, but I watched them at home.
The power of a digital online curriculum is that everyone has access to it. People will take things, make them their own, post them back on there, and then somebody else can try it and maybe tweak it a little bit more. So it gives access to so many more people, like especially with professional development. No longer will you have to go to a specific building to get training. You can click on a video and you have your training. You can click on a document and you have your training. And it'll help teachers just to be so much more well-rounded.
You'll be able to type in a question. You'll be able to have other teachers weigh in. You'll be able to see what some of the experts have recommended. So it really expands the universe for teachers in terms of who they can get professional development from and when they can get it.
It also really provides teachers with a team, a new team to work with.
I really don't think I ever imagined the kind of collaboration that will be possible with this curriculum, with an online system where teachers are able to, across the county, with every type of student, every type of class, share their ideas, share resources that they've made. And from what I understand, we're also going to be able to rate those resources so we can go through and say, wow, I saw Natalie Nelson made this great resource, and that's 4 stars. Anybody who wants to teach about the water cycle should really use that resource because it was excellent with my kids. I think that is just an amazing thing.
We are abandoning the physical guides. All that information that was in those guides, though, is now in the integrated curriculum, and it's online.
At one point, you had a different book for every subject. You had a math book, you had a science book, you had different English books, different reading books. Now, everything is located right there.
And so the online format gives teachers an opportunity to look and see how things integrate naturally. And when natural integrations occur, then great, then you have an integrated lesson. And so you can teach multiple contents at one time.
Pearson is a large publishing company, and they're interested in the work that we're doing in integrating curriculum, especially in thinking and academic success skills, which help students become college ready. What Pearson brings to the table for us is they have an enormous assessment expertise, and one of the areas that we want to develop is how do you measure these thinking and academic success skills. They also have a lot of expertise in online professional development. So we developed a partnership with them where we're going to be able to use their assessment and professional development expertise to improve our product.
When you talk about some of the core values of Montgomery County, one of them is building partnerships to improve our product. And so here's an example of us carrying that out.
So what does that mean if you're motivated?
I'm really excited because I feel like this is a cutting edge and it's something new for all of us, and it's really going to help make our students prepared for the 21st century world that they're going to enter.
You can do a great job because you're a hard worker.
We're not looking at trying to create test takers here. We're trying to help students become lifelong learners who will have happy and successful lives. And the more that we can find ways to help students do that, the more successful we'll feel like we've been.